with another video, and in this video I'm doing Would You Rather, meaning you're gonna have to make a choice between that or this. I don't know what the choices are. It's the first time I've ever even played this type of game right here. So before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's just jump straight into it. Let's just have a good old-fashioned time. And now, as you can see, that's on the screen right here. My very first choice in this game is: would you rather have more time or more money, baby? Moolah! Yeah, money, 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 money. Making it rain, making it rain. Would I rather have more time? I don't know. Or just more money? Let's face it, I think we all want more money, right? More baby, baby, money, money, money. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Dollar, dollar bill, making it rain, making it pour. I gotta go with more money, man. Give me that money. Give me that money. Time is, I don't know what they mean by have more time. More time for what? If I'm broke, I can't bloody do anything. So yeah, I'd definitely taking them. I'd rather have the money. That's just me, though. Let's see what people agree. Oh, 64% people agree with me. 64% agreed with me. More money, of course we want that money, baby. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Now, here's the next question. Would you rather live a life without fear? I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you. What you gonna do to me? You ain't nothing. I ain't scared. Or would you rather live a life without pain? Ooh, good question. If I hit myself, ow! Wait a minute. I don't know why I said ow for. That didn't hurt. I can feel no pain. Alright? Now, if I live a life without any fear, that means I won't be scared of anything. Nothing spooky, hiding in my closet or hiding underneath my bed. I won't be scared of anything. Does that mean I'll do anything? I don't know. Living a life without fear seems kind of, I don't know, this rubs me the wrong way. Man, sometimes it's good to be scared. I like to be scared during spooky season. So if I can't be scared during spooky season, then that means I can't go visit any haunted houses. Or I can't do anything, because sometimes being scared can be fun. But living a life without pain, I mean, I could just, I don't know. But just because I'll have pain means I'll still be able to die. But I won't be able to feel it at the same time. I'm going to have to go with live a life without pain, because fear can be a good thing when you're getting scared, walking through haunted houses and such like that. But living a life without pain, I mean, I won't feel anything. But I don't know. Why am I so indecisive? I'm just going to go with live a life without pain. See if the majority of people agree with me on this one. I don't know. This is a really hard question so far. The hardest one so far. Let's see. Yeah, people live a life without pain. Yeah. Then I don't have to worry about getting stung by a bee and feel, that hurt me. Ow. Now here's the next. Would you rather have the ability to see everyone naked? Oh, I see you naked right there. Ooh. Or have the ability to read everyone's mind. I know what you're thinking. Put down that food that you're eating. You don't need it. You're supposed to be on a diet and losing weight. I just read your mind. Holy crap, I'm psychic. Ooh. Now, I don't know if I would want the ability to see everyone naked. Does that mean I can turn it on and off? But if I can't turn it on and off, then I'm just looking at the wrong person, and I don't want to judge anybody, but I don't think I want to see everybody naked. I think I would definitely want the ability to be able to read everybody's mind. That way, when I ask you a question, and if you're not being honest with me, I'll be able to tell right away. And just reading everyone's mind will get you further in life, So, oh, well, it just helps a lot more. Read everybody's mind. Yeah, be a psychic. Yeah, a lot of people agree with me, okay? Yeah. Yeah, just be able to read everybody's mind, you know? Now, would you rather be alone for the rest of your life? Alone? Ain't I already alone? There's nobody here besides me. Or would I always be surrounded by annoying people? Oh no. Oh no. Just imagine those people you bear around that always like to talk 24/7. Like, I'm all for talking, but talking every single second. Well, did you know what happened down the street? I cannot believe what happened down the street. Toby went down the street. He went to go get a hot dog. He got some bread, but he forgot to buy some mustard. So I had to send him back to the store. Once he went back to the store, I don't even know what happened to that because they didn't arrest somebody. And blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, I get it. Oh, man. But if I'm alone the rest of my life, I never have to deal with anybody, huh? Especially if you're antisocial. Then that'll play a big, huge part and role in being alone for the rest of your life. But being alone can get very, very lonely. And I don't know if I want to be alone the rest of my life. I want to communicate with somebody that's real. Just my imaginary friend, Bob. Bob, what you got to say? Wow, Bob, that was really interesting, okay? I need to find some friends. But, man, at least I can communicate back and forth. I don't want to be alone the rest of my life. I want to be able to have that. Even if they're annoying, whatever, I'll just, But always be surrounded? Oh, man. That'll be torture, but at least I can tell them to shut bloody hell up! Alright? You've been talking for 20 hours straight. So at least I can do that. So I'm gonna have to go with I would rather always be surrounded by annoying people. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, people rather be alone. People would rather be alone to be surrounded by annoying people. That means you're just alone. You can't talk to anybody unless you got friends like Bob here. Ain't that right, Bob? Yeah, alright, Bob. That's enough out of you. Shut up. Alright, now. Would I rather be attacked by a lion? Lion? Nice kitty. Nice kitty. Ah! It's got my head! It's got my head! Oh, that's not a nice lion. Ooh. But maybe it's Simba from The Lion King. I can hang out with Simba, sure. But, I mean, it don't say hanged out. It says being attacked. So, yeah, just getting ripped to shreds by a lion, no thanks. What's the other would I rather? Would I rather 100 totally hysterical cats? I'm meaning that I got 100 cats and they're all funny? Is that what that's supposed to mean? I'm assuming? Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. I'd rather do that than get mauled to death. Because if I get mauled to death by a lion, I'm just gone. At least this, I can laugh at my dumb cats being hysterical all the time. I'm going to go with the cats on this one. So far, there's only been one that people have disagreed with me on. But let's see if I get the majority vote on this one. Right? Right, come on. Yeah, you got to be able to laugh. I mean, 41% of people want to be attacked by a lion. What? Go find your lion and make your dreams come true. That's all I gotta say. No, don't do that, okay? Be a terrible outcome, but yeah. We'll laugh at our cats. Now, would I rather be fully dressed at a nudist beach? Or would I rather be naked at Venice Beach? Now, I've never been to Venice Beach. I'm assuming it's where people get naked there. And there's probably a lot of old naked people. And I don't want to be bloody naked in front of people I don't know. In front of strangers. That's just weird to me. I'd rather just cover up. So this one's an easy one for me. I'm definitely gonna have to be fully dressed at a nudist beach. I'll be able just walking around there fully dressed and be looking at the ladies. Oh yeah. Maybe some gas too. Oh yeah. Oh no. That's a terrible joke. But yeah, I'd rather be fully dressed at a nudist beach. I don't want to be naked in front of strangers. That's just not me. So definitely be fully dressed at a nudist beach. Let's see the people. Yeah, whoa! Overwhelmingly, yeah, yeah. We won't be naked. We won't be naked around some weird stranger. Okay, eyeballing me up and down, wanting to get into. I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, let's just move on. Okay, would I rather be unable to say no? Hey, do you want to go to the store with me and give me $100 so I can buy whatever I want? Yeah, I'll give you $100. Would you marry my 85-year-old grandmother and give? I don't know where I was going with that. You just won't be able to say no to anything. You'll just have to say yes to anything. How many people can ask you to do anything? Rob a bank for me, rob a store for me, and say yes. But just because you say yes, do you have to do it? That's the real question right there. Would you have to do it if someone, asked you to do something and you had to say yes, but would you have to do it? But saying no and saying yes can mean, I could just have a random person like, hey, will you marry me? And I'd say, yeah, I want to marry you. Make my dreams come true. Yay! I don't know you, Mr. Strange person, asking me that weird question if I will marry you. Maybe I want to marry someone else. Maybe I want to say no sometimes, Maybe I want to say no, I don't want to go there. No, I don't want to do that. But if I say yes, I want to do that. Yes, I want to eat it. I don't know. Just say no all the time. Unable to say no, and just saying yes all the time. Rubs me the wrong way. Oh no, but then I just looked over. Unable. Why? Okay, so now here's a dilemma. Unable to say yes or unable to say no. Okay, I'm basing this decision off of that. If you say no or if you say yes, you're going to have to either do those. If you say yes to everything, you're going to have to do what you say yes to. And, who knows what it will be. It could be anything. Maybe it will, and make my life more interesting if I'll be unable to say no and just say yes to everything, and just go along with the flow. So I'm going to have to go with be unable to say no. That's what I'd rather do. See if what? Unable to say yes? I get it, because if you just say yes to every single thing, then who knows what you're saying yes to. But if you say no to every single thing, then you're not going to really get anywhere, I don't feel like, in life. Like if someone said, do you want this job? You're unable to say yes, so you have to say no. Then you won't get the job. That's another thinking why I was picked at. But hey, everybody's got their own feel, I guess, man. But for me, just saying yes would be just like, yeah, let's just do it. And who knows what I'm saying yes to. But I could say something yes to illegal too at the same time, or something, something worse than that. So I understand why people would be able to just say no that way, So I can understand why that one was a little bit higher, but I think I would still have to go with yes, just because I would want to do stuff. But yeah. So now, would I rather accidentally send a nude selfie to my parents? Ugh! I don't want my mom. Ugh! Gross. That's nasty. accidentally too. Oh no, I'd be posting like this, or like this, or like this. You know, with everything hanging out, and then I accidentally send it to my mom. Ugh. No thanks. What's the next option? Or would I rather to your significant other's parents? Alright, well, you know, if I got a hot girlfriend and her mom looks pretty good, it might not be an accident. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. No, I definitely would rather accidentally send my new selfie to my significant's parents, okay? Because it was an accident, you know? I thought I was sending it to you, sweetheart. I wasn't trying to hit on your mom, you know? I wasn't trying to go there. You know, but Miss Morrison, you know, you call me, you give me a call, you know. Unless you don't know, won't hurt her. Oh, okay, well, that made me look like a terrible person. Would I do that in real life? No, obviously not. But I am not accidentally sending a nude to my mom. Forget that. Forget that's gross. So I'm definitely accidentally sending a nude to my significant other parents, and hopefully they can understand it was an accident. You know, I was trying to pose some sexy photos for your daughter, and I accidentally hit the wrong button. So, yeah, let's go with significant. Yeah. What? What? Wow. People are gross. Ugh. Why would you bloody want to send an accidental photo to your parents? I mean, okay, I guess you can see that. Like, well, they already see me naked when I was younger. Yeah, but body parts grow, and this is weird. Although it would be extremely embarrassing accidentally sending a nude to your official other partner's parents, you know. But still, I feel like that's a reasonable explanation. You know, just trying to send it to her, just accidentally send it to them. But wow, so people really want to send it. Let me know down in the comments. Like, would you rather accidentally send nudes to your parents, or accidentally send nudes to your significant other parents? I guess I didn't really put too much thought in it. I need to think. I need to make wiser decisions here. I'm already 2 for 2. Of people who bloody don't agree with me. Okay. This one I'm going to get right. Okay. Would I rather go viral for something embarrassing? Almost every single video I do where I'm just goofing off or a skit or anything, I'm always embarrassed, but I just do it anyway. So, I mean, going viral for something embarrassing would not really embarrass me. Really, I'd be happy about going viral for something dumb. Or never go viral at all. Oh, no, that'd be bad for my YouTube channel. So, definitely go viral for something embarrassing. I feel like that's the one that everybody's going to choose. What? Never go viral at all? Come on, I'm 3 for 3. People can't laugh at themselves? Oh, come on. Look, I feel like I'm living in a Twilight Zone doing this video right now. I can't believe the percentages on some of these questions. People wouldn't just get embarrassed. Like, who cares? You know, you got embarrassed. You did something stupid. You know, you live and you learn. And you just have a good old laugh at yourself. Who cares if people think you're dumb? You know? Wow, but nonetheless, that's the percentages. So, okay. Okay. Well, now here's another one. Would you rather know how you die or when you die? Ooh, the good old question. Well, if I knew how I was going to die, pending if it wasn't like a like a heart attack or something that has to do with my body, like let's say if I found out that I knew I was going to get hit by a car, you know, I just would never ever cross the street again, right? But if it's something to do with my body, there's nothing I really can do about it because it's going to happen regardless, no matter how fit or whatever I try to do to prevent it. But I feel like if it's something like, you know, getting hit by a car or getting ate by sharks, you know, I just wouldn't be in the water and I just wouldn't cross the street. So I wouldn't So I would know how I would, but I would try to do everything to avoid it if it wasn't like from a heart attack or a stroke or anything like that. But if I knew when I was going to die, I could make the proper preparations and I could get everything in order, get my life straight up on order, because this tells you how, but it doesn't tell you when. But this tells you when. So you'll have more time to reflect on everything. And knowing when your time is short. Personally, I think I would rather know when I was going to die. Just so it won't become as a surprise and I'll know exactly how much time I got left. And how I went, it wouldn't really matter at that point, just knowing when. I think would be more beneficial than finding out how. Because just finding out how, that's not really going to do anything. But when is that going to happen? I think I'd rather find out when. Let's see if people agree with me or not. Do people agree? Yeah, over 52%. That's right. That's right. That's just a whole lot better just to know when. Just tell me when it's going to be over. So, up to those points, I can try to live the best life I can and prepare whatever I need to prepare for it. But yeah, that's definitely the better choice. Okay, would I rather give up coffee for a month? Okay, I don't even drink coffee, but like if I see coffee out and about, when I'm out and about and it's a free cup of coffee, yeah, I'll pour me some coffee in a cup. I don't mind drinking coffee. Coffee's okay. I'm just not a coffee drinker and never really have been, but I'll drink it if it's out there. Or would I rather give up social media for a month? No, I can't give up social media for a month. All right, what about my channel? Okay, if I leave my channel for a month, I'm going to lose a bunch of subscribers because people don't think I'm posting anymore. So I think I'd definitely rather give up coffee for a month because, again, I'm not a coffee drinker. But I know there's a lot of people are coffee drinkers that would be and don't do social media, right? That's not like their job or their hobby or anything. So they definitely probably would. I'm assuming that this is going to be a higher percentage of this, meaning like a lot more people are going to click this one than that one. But I'm not a coffee drinker, so for me, it's very easy to give up coffee. So, yeah, give up coffee for a month. That's what I'd rather do. Yeah, okay, it looks like a lot of people agree with me. Okay. I thought it was going to be the other way around just because I know there's a lot of coffee drinkers out there, but apparently not. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. Now, would I rather be allergic to chocolate? 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 Chocolate! Or would I be rather allergic to smartphones? I'm sorry, guys. There must be a smartphone around. Okay. Now I gotta use my phone, right? But what if it's not a smartphone? Are all phones smartphones? Now I know this is gonna seem like a dumb question, but are all phones smartphones? I don't feel like they are, right? There's iPhones and there are Androids, so I can use a different type of phone, right? Not unless it means smartphones, all cell phones are smartphones. I don't know. That's probably a stupid question from me, but I don't know. I have no... You know what? I gotta ask Google. I got to. I'm sorry, guys. Just give me a second here. I gotta know now. Hold on. I gotta know the... I know I probably should know this answer, but I don't. Google, are all smartphones phones? Okay, so yeah, they're not all smartphones. I wish I would have known that, but I didn't. It is what it is. I had to ask Google, but yeah, so I'll just wouldn't use a smartphone. I like chocolate! 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 I like chocolate, so yeah, why would I want to be allergic to chocolate? Then I can't have my Snickers, my Reese's, and my personal favorite Kit Kat bars. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Yeah, I like chocolate, man. I ain't gonna be allergic to chocolate. And so what if I'm allergic to smartphones? Alright, I'll just use a completely different phone and I'll still be able to eat my chocolate and I'll still be able to use my cell phone. So this one seems like a pretty cut and dry, easy decision. I would rather be allergic to smartphones. Chocolate? People really care about what type of phone they use that much? Really? Wow, I'm surprised. I'm actually shocked that more people would rather be allergic to chocolate. Chocolate? Chocolate! Yeah, that people would rather be allergic to chocolate than be allergic to a stupid smartphone where you can just use. That boggles my mind. It really does. I totally disagree with the majority on that one. I still do. Like, how that makes no sense. Anyway, moving on. Because if I think about it too hard, my brain is just going to melt. So I'm just going to move on. Okay. Now, would I rather take a stand against a powerful political leader and face the consequences? Ooh, what are the consequences? Okay, being like a missionary or a martyr, you know. Or would I rather stay silent and protect yourself? When somebody's wrong, you have to speak out against that person, whether or not you face consequences. So you have to take a stand. You have to take a stand for what's right and what you believe in and what you believe is right, even if it's against an evil dictator. Look how many of those people stood up against Hitler because he was doing wrong and they stood up to him and they had to face the consequences. But those people died martyrs, or they died heroes, or they died victims. But either way, they did the right thing and taken a stance against a political leader that was doing a wrong thing. Now, staying silent and protecting yourself, yeah, I mean, I could see protecting yourself, but just staying silent about it and not speaking up is not really helping the problem. And I get that some people are just shy about that type of stuff, but to me, I'd rather take a stand against a powerful political leader and face the consequences, sure. But I'm going to let people know before you do whatever you do that you are wrong and what you're doing is wrong. So, yeah, sometimes you got to take a stand, you know what I mean? And let your voice be known and let people know what's the difference between what's right and wrong. So, definitely take a stand. Definitely, that's the right option. Take a stand. What? People are scared to take... Oh, man. I am just on the wrong side of things. I guess my thinking is not correct. It's starting to make me second guess the way my thinking is. How could you just stand there and protect yourself? Like, if a political figure is doing something against your family, you're just not going to say anything? That's also another thinking. I just didn't say it by the time. Wow, I'm like 4-4 against... Well, I don't know. Maybe somebody can explain it to me better, because wouldn't you want to take a stand up against somebody that's doing wrong to other people? Like Hitler, for example? Okay, well, that one just boggles my mind, too. Okay. Let's do, like, I don't know, 3, maybe 2 more. Would you rather save one endangered species from extinction? Okay, I'm not going to pronounce that word right. Or would I rather have the ability to talk to animals? Ooh. Oh, man. But see, save one endangered. Is that selfish that I want to talk to animals? But I feel like if I can talk to animals, I can help them a whole lot more from becoming extinct. Because if I can only save one species from becoming extinct, what about the other species of animals that are going extinct? So they just go extinct, but I only can save one. I feel like I'd be able to help a lot more animals if I were able to talk to them about what's going on and about how to find ways to help them not to become extinct. And it'll be just like Dr. Dolittle. You know, I'll be able to talk to animals just like Dr. Dolittle did. And that's pretty cool, you know. I could talk to any animal I see. So definitely I'd rather have the ability to talk to animals because I feel like that's more helping the animals, finding ways to not be extinct versus just only able to save one. Meanwhile, you got like 20 other species going extinct. And I just was able to save that one and not the other. So I feel like this is more beneficial. Talking to animals is more beneficial than actually not being able to talk to the animals. Now, the way this has been going, I'm sure a lot of people think the opposite reasons, but I can't see why after just explaining that. So yeah, I would rather have the ability to talk to animals. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. Smarties. We got a lot of Smarties. Okay, yeah, but yeah. Why wouldn't you? Okay. Now, would you rather have access to classified government documents? We all know what happened to that Snowden guy or Sweden guy or whoever there was who had access to classified government documents, and he leaked them to everybody. So everybody get to see that the government was spying on us. And he got, I think, like, still being charged, but he's somewhere off in Russia. I believe somewhere. I don't know he ran to, but he ran to somewhere because now, I forget what the charge was, but now the government are just looking for him for leaking classified government documents. So if you have access to the classified government documents, and if you're supposedly supposed to, keep quiet, then what is good seeing them if I can't expose them to people so other people would know? If I would just have the secret that I would have to carry. Or would I rather have the ability to influence global stock markets? Ooh. I don't really know much about the stock market. I don't really care too much about the stock market. I mean, it affects our lives. Yeah, I know. I get all that. But as far as like figuring all that stuff out, I just don't have the patience, and I just don't really care. So I guess I would have the access to classified government secrets, like, those aliens are out there. What happened at Area 51? What happened with JFK? And I would just have all these questions, So if I had access to classified government documents, at least I would have some, if not all, questions to my answers. So I think I would rather have access to classified government documents. Okay, well, people would rather influence the global stock market for whatever reason. Why am I not surprised that went against me? I don't know. Okay, now, I think this is probably going to be our last question. Maybe I'll get one more in. But anyway, would I rather always get away with lying? Or would I rather always know when someone is lying? You shouldn't lie. You should always try to be honest. But I believe a little white, small lie is okay. If like somebody you love is in the hospital bed and their face is all messed up and they're like, well, how do I look? But I mean, it just depends. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. Maybe you should just always tell the truth. Just always tell the truth. I would always want to know when someone is lying, obviously. I feel like that's the obvious option, right? Wouldn't you want to know when someone is lying? So if someone would try to lie to you, you would see right through it. Why would you want to be the person always getting away with lying? That lying doesn't really help you anywhere in life. Just be honest, just tell the truth. Speak your truth, So, yeah, I would definitely like to know when someone is lying to me, obviously. I feel like that's the obvious answer. If the majority don't agree with me on this one, then I don't know, man. I just don't know. I'd be shocked again. I'd be mind-boggled. But yeah, I always know when someone is lying to me. Yeah. Yeah. 75% almost. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, of course. I mean, why wouldn't you want to know when someone's lying to you? Then you can be able to know if you can trust that person or not, or if that person's just going to continue to lie to you about dumb stuff, or even important stuff. But yeah, and that made me feel good that a lot of people agree with me on that one. Yeah. Okay, now would I rather have the power to be invisible? Invisible, not invincible. Invisible. Oh! You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm still in the screen, but you cannot see me because I am invisible. Or would I rather have the power to read minds? Ooh. Now, both powers are really good in my opinion. I could either have the power to read minds. That means I know exactly what you really thought, even though you wouldn't say it. Or I could be invisible, and just be invisible and nobody will be able to see me. Just like right now, I'm invisible. I'm using my power of invisibility. That's why I'm not in the screen right now, guys. I'm here, but you guys can't see me because I'm using my power of indivisibility. Okay, but now if I read minds, I feel like reading minds will go a lot. I don't know. Man, but there's so many things you can do when you're invisible. Like right now, I'm flicking you guys off and you can't even see it. Alright, I'm not really flipping you guys off, okay? I'm picking my nose. Alright, but you can't see it, so it's fine. But man, what would I rather do? Oh man, that's a tough one. Hold on, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back so you guys can see me again. Okay, I'm back. Alright. I had to turn my power off of invisible. Okay? I don't know. I just don't know. Have the power to be invisible. Okay. I think I'd rather have the power to read minds. Then I'd be able to know what you're really thinking. I think that would go a lot more further than being invisible. I'm sure the majority of people probably picked being invisible. No, oh, it's split 50-50. Okay, yeah, that's a hard one. Because I could see both sides of the aisle. Being invisible would be cool, obviously. But being able to read minds, I feel like will get you further in life versus being invisible. But, yeah, so, yeah, that's going to do it. I'm done with the questions. Would you rather? You can look it up. I don't know. It's on Google somewhere. But yeah, it was a lot of fun playing this game. Just to get some questions of would you rather do this or would you rather do this. Really make you think up here. Really use the old noggin. You know what I mean? To get the wheels turning. You know what I mean? And get the dust off and all that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna. Hold on, guys. I'm just going to use my invisibility real quick. Okay, there, it worked. I'm not in the screen anymore. That's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And this basically just would you rather. I already described it, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all. And I will see you guys in the next one. You can't see me, but what is that? Wait, what? Yeah, okay, I'm still here, guys. I'm still in front of it. But, I'm just using my invisible powers right now, so you guys can't see me. But nonetheless, I will see you guys on the next one.